Imagine for a moment that money is not just the paper we carry in our wallets or the digital numbers that appear in our bank accounts. Money, like the air we breathe, can be seen as energy in constant motion, flowing from one point to another, connecting people, dreams, and possibilities. It is the invisible river that nourishes the world, yet few stop to observe its true nature. Money, in its essence, is neutral. It is neither good nor bad. It simply exists, like water that takes the shape of the container in which it is placed. And like water, it can nourish or destroy depending on how we use it. But what really is money beyond the matter? What does it represent in our lives? To understand this, we need to go beyond the surface and question traditional definitions. Money is not just a means of exchange, it is a reflection of our personal energy, our intentions, beliefs, and relationships with the world around us. Every penny that circulates in the world carries an emotional charge, a purpose, a meaning. At this point, I invite you to reflect. What is your relationship with money? When you think of it, what do you feel? Fear, anxiety, joy, peace. These emotions help us understand that money, before being currency, is an expression of how we position ourselves in life. Thus, to transform our relationship with money, we first need to change our perception. Imagine, then, money as a powerful tool that only responds to what we project onto it. It is the mirror of our soul, reflecting the deepest beliefs we carry about worthiness, abundance, and scarcity. This is the starting point to understand that money is much more than matter. It is energy in motion, waiting to be guided by your intentions. Throughout history, money has evolved in fascinating ways. From ancient times, when civilizations directly exchanged goods and services, to the invention of physical currency and, more recently, digital money, it has always been at the center of human interactions. But what does this reveal to us? More than a mere economic creation, money reflects the very evolution of human thought, a tool that enabled the creation of complex societies and the advancement of civilization. The great philosophers of antiquity already questioned the meaning of money. Aristotle, for instance, considered it a means to happiness, but not the end. He saw money as something that allowed the flourishing of virtues as long as it was used wisely. On the other hand, philosophers like Plato and the Stoics warned us of the dangers of attachment to it, emphasizing that true wealth resides in simplicity and inner contentment. But what's interesting here is not just the view of ancient philosophers, but also the fact that money as a concept has always been linked to the question of value. The value we attribute to something or someone, the way we relate to the resources around us. In many spiritual traditions, money was not seen as something bad but as a manifestation of energy that should be balanced and respected. Today we live in a world where money has become almost omnipresent, but it is important to remember that it has no intrinsic value. It only has the power that we, as a society, give it. A nation's currency is valuable because we believe it has value. This is a powerful lesson. Money, like our beliefs, is a human construction, and the way we deal with it reflects our worldview. From this perspective, we can see that money has always been a mirror of our collective values. In antiquity, it facilitated the building of empires. In the Renaissance, it fueled the flourishing of arts and science. And today, it can be both a force of destruction and transformation, depending on how we choose to use it. In essence, money carries with it the same philosophical questions that humanity has faced for millennia. What is value? What truly makes us rich? How can we balance material needs with spiritual purpose? By understanding its history and its role in philosophy, we realize that money is, above all, a tool that mirrors our own journey as human beings. Money, ultimately, is a reflection of our own energy. It responds, directly and indirectly, to how we view the world and ourselves. Each person, throughout their life, builds a unique relationship with money, shaped by their beliefs, experiences, and emotions. And just like in other areas of our lives, money becomes a powerful mirror, reflecting our inner state. Imagine for a moment that money was a form of personal energy. When we are aligned with our true essence, it flows freely, like a current that follows the natural course of a river. However, when our beliefs are limiting, when we feel unworthy or trapped by fears of scarcity, that energy begins to stagnate like water that stops flowing. In spirituality, it is believed that everything around us is energy, and money is no exception. It is an extension of ourselves, a materialized form of what we emit into the universe. If we live in a constant state of anxiety about money, or if we hold deeply rooted beliefs that we do not deserve abundance, we are, in fact, creating invisible barriers that block the flow of this energy. On the other hand, when we connect with a vision of abundance, when we start to see money as a tool that can serve our purposes and not as a source of fear or attachment, something magical happens. The energy begins to flow again. Money becomes a reflection of our self-esteem, our ability to make space for worthiness and abundance. It responds to the intentions we project into the world. But this is not a simple change. It requires an internal transformation, a journey of self-awareness and reconnection with our true selves. We need to be willing to question the narratives we've been taught about money. Have you ever wondered what you believed about money when you were a child? Many of our beliefs about wealth, worthiness, and scarcity were inherited from our parents, society, or the culture in which we grew up. These beliefs, if unconscious, end up guiding our financial decisions and the way money circulates in our lives. Therefore, the key to changing our relationship with money is to change how we see ourselves. Money is not the goal, but the reflection of our own inner energy. When we are in balance, it flows. When we are in disharmony, it becomes a source of frustration. And here arises a fundamental question. How can you align your energy with abundance? The answer lies within each of us, in the ability to recognize that we are worthy of living with prosperity. Money will always be a natural consequence of our own journey of personal growth. Money is not an isolated force confined to the individual. Like an electric current that circulates through different circuits, it is part of a collective flow where individual energies meet and mix, creating the global financial dynamic. In other words, the money in the world is not just the reflection of one person but the result of how all our energies interact and organize. To understand this systemic view, imagine money as the blood that runs through the veins of a vast global network. Each transaction, each exchange of value, represents a heartbeat of this network, keeping the economic body functioning. But, just like in the human body, if one part of the network becomes blocked or deregulated, the entire system can be affected. Here, a powerful metaphor emerges. We are all cells in a larger organism, and money is the oxygen that keeps this organism alive. When you spend, invest, or save, you are contributing to the collective flow, to the health or imbalance of the system. That is why money, although often seeming purely personal, is deeply interconnected with society, politics, and the global economy. This interdependence is key to understanding that the abundance or scarcity we experience in our lives is, in part, influenced by collective energy. The state of local economies, wealth distribution, economic policies, these are all part of a web that surrounds us. But at the same time, our personal contribution also influences the whole. Every time we make financial decisions, we impact this larger network. Thus, there is an essential question we must ask ourselves. What impact do we want to leave on the collective flow of money? Are we contributing to a world of shared abundance or reinforcing patterns of scarcity and inequality? The financial energy in the world is not just driven by large institutions and governments, it is shaped by each of us, every day in our daily choices. When we begin to see money as part of this collective flow, we realize that the way we handle it has implications far beyond ourselves. Generosity, conscious consumption, the investments we make, all of these reverberate in the global financial system, directly affecting the balance of energy flow. Money as energy can only flow freely when it is shared, when it circulates. Therefore, the invitation here is to reflect on the role we play in this great system. Are we helping money flow, or are we creating blockages in its circulation? The more we harmonize our personal energy with the collective energy, the more we contribute to a healthy and abundant global financial flow. If money is energy, then for it to flow meaningfully in our lives, we need a clear purpose. It is not enough to simply want more money. We need to understand why we desire abundance and how it aligns with our life's purpose. Imagine for a moment that money is like the wind. It blows, moves, and can take us great distances, but only if we know where we want to go. Without a defined direction, the wind can become chaotic, unpredictable. Likewise, money only gains meaning when directed towards something greater, a purpose that goes beyond our immediate needs and is in harmony with our essence. When we are connected with our life's purpose, money becomes a powerful tool to manifest that purpose in the world. Whether helping others, creating something of value, or simply living a life that reflects our highest principles, money in this view serves a greater end. It ceases to be an end in itself and becomes a means to realize our mission. There is a deep spirituality in this understanding. Many traditions speak of the importance of aligning with the abundance of the universe, but what does that really mean? It means recognizing that there is a natural flow of abundance in the world, and that we all have the ability to connect to it as long as we are in tune with our true purpose. This idea invites us to reflect. What is the role of money in our journey? When we ask ourselves this, we often find that money, when seen solely as a material goal, loses the power to fully satisfy us. But when it is at the service of something greater, whether building a family, supporting causes we believe in, or realizing a dream that benefits others, it begins to flow more easily and meaningfully. A metaphor that helps us visualize this is to think of money as a seed. If we plant this seed in fertile soil, aligned with our purpose, it grows, blossoms, and multiplies. But if we plant it in poor soil without a clear intention, it may not sprout or may wither away. So it is with money in our lives. It flourishes when it serves a greater purpose. Therefore, aligning with abundance is more than just attracting money. It is about living according to what you truly value, about using money as an instrument to materialize your dreams and contribute to the collective good. When money is in harmony with purpose, it ceases to be a burden or a source of worry and becomes fluid energy that carries us forward on our journey. Now that we understand money as a form of energy, the natural question that arises is, how can we harmonize this energy in our lives? Just like any other aspect of life, financial balance can also be cultivated through daily spiritual practices that help us align our mind and spirit with the flow of abundance in the universe. Imagine money as a river flowing through your life. For this river to follow its natural course, we must remove obstacles, the stones of limiting beliefs, the branches of anxieties and fears, and the barriers of distrust. This work requires attention and discipline, but it can be profoundly transformative. One of the first spiritual practices we can adopt is gratitude. Gratitude, like a key, opens invisible doors to the flow of abundance. When we are grateful for what we already have, no matter how small, we send a clear message to the universe: I recognize the abundance in my life. And when we recognize what we have, we create space to receive more. Gratitude transforms the scarcity mindset into a prosperity mindset, and this is essential for the flow of money. Another important practice is creative visualization. Just like a gardener imagines flowers before planting the seeds, you can visualize the type of relationship you want to have with money. Close your eyes and imagine money flowing freely into your life, supporting your projects, your needs, and at the same time returning to the world to help others. Visualizing the flow of money as something natural and positive helps prepare your mind to receive it. Generosity is a powerful spiritual practice when it comes to money. When we give, whether financially or with our time and energy, we tune into the natural flow of the universe. The act of giving creates space to receive. It is not just about financial donations, but also about sharing with an open heart, whether through acts of kindness or support to those around us. Generosity unlocks stagnant energy and allows money to flow back to us in unexpected ways. Additionally, we can cultivate the habit of financial meditation. Take a few minutes out of your day to sit in silence, focus on your breathing, and reflect on your relationship with money. During this practice, observe without judgment the emotions that arise, whether they are positive or negative, and imagine yourself dissolving any energetic blockages that may be hindering the flow of abundance. Meditation helps clear the mind, bringing peace and emotional balance, essential for attracting money harmoniously. Finally, consciousness in the use of money is a practice that can radically transform our relationship with it. Ask yourself, am I using money consciously and in alignment with my values? Every time we spend, invest, or save, we are sending a message to the universe about what we value. When we do this with mindfulness, we turn the act of spending into a sacred ritual, an act of balance between giving and receiving. These daily practices, though simple, can have a profound impact on how money flows in your life. They not only remove internal blockages but also create an external environment that favors the circulation of financial energy. Just as we care for the body or mind, we can also nurture the energy of money, keeping it in balance and harmony. Throughout this journey, we have explored money through various lenses, as personal energy, as part of a collective flow, as a reflection of beliefs, and as an instrument to fulfill our purpose. Now we arrive at a deeper understanding. Money is a transcendental energy. It goes beyond the physical, beyond the material, and invites us to reflect on our connection with the whole. Just as light passes through different layers of reality, illuminating, revealing, warming, money, when seen with clarity, can illuminate hidden aspects of our lives. It shows us where we still need to grow, where our beliefs are stuck, where our soul is out of balance. But more than that, it reveals the infinite possibilities we can create when we align ourselves with the universe's energy. In this journey, we understand that money does not need to be a source of anxiety or guilt, nor a symbol of greed or corruption. It is a neutral energy shaped by the intention of those who touch it. And the great lesson we can take from this is that by elevating our consciousness, we can use this energy harmoniously for our benefit and that of others. When we recognize money as a spiritual energy that crosses and connects different dimensions of life, we discover that it is not limited to what we can see or touch. It transcends the immediate, carrying with it our deepest intentions, beliefs, and desires. And as we harmonize with it, we learn that true abundance is not the amount of money we possess, but the state of peace and balance in which we live. Therefore, money, in its purest essence, is part of the energy of the universe. It is in constant motion, and our task is to learn to flow with it, allowing it to guide us toward where our dreams and purpose call us. Money, like any other energy, gives us the power to create, transform, and evolve. At this moment, I ask, how do you wish to use this energy in your life? The answer to this question does not need to come now, but know that along your journey, money will always be by your side as a silent companion, waiting for your decisions, reflecting your choices, and offering the power to manifest the reality you desire to live. May you, from today onward, see money in a new light, not as an end, but as a means to live an aligned, prosperous, and purposeful life.